In government, Monday morning, the Board of Selectmen held a special meeting to allow for a number of agenda items to be voted on before the election. The main reason for the meeting to be held on Monday was to address and vote on the outdoor dining applications that were sent in from various restaurants around town. Monday was the beginning of Phase 2 of the state reopening, and this allowed restaurants to seek guests in outdoor seating at their establishments. The board approved all the applications for outdoor dining in Norwood.
So I have a motion and a second to approve rather. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Mr. Hajar,
Aye.
Mr. Maloney,
Aye.
Mr. Plasko,
Aye.
Mr. Howard? Aye. And the chair votes aye. So those have been approved, and as we stated, there will be a final site review on all potential licensees as soon as we can get that done.
Following these approvals, the board briefly discussed 4 more agenda items: the town hall elevator repair, the small business grant program, police contracts, and the town meeting quorum legislation. Town moderator David Hearn joined the conversation about the pending legislation on the quorum for town meeting and how the town plans to host the meeting.
And Ms. Reese has indicated that from the point of view of the health department, all of that would be helpful, and that this meeting can be conducted in a safe manner. The chairs are laid out. They may be, the layout might be revised a little bit later this week, but the point is that enough space can be provided to have each chair separated by at least 6 feet. Everybody will be asked to wear masks, everybody attending the meeting. We will have other equipment available. We'll have some masks available. We will be sending out a notification to the town meeting members of greater details about this and what they should expect coming to the meeting. But we're still firming up those details. And the health department, the facilities director for the schools, Mr. Riccardi, is working on that. The health department's working on it. The clerk's office is weighing in on it, and I've been working on it.
The board voted to continue the town meeting discussion at their next meeting on June 16th. The middle school building committee met for a short meeting Monday afternoon. The main agenda item was to review the rankings of the owner project manager, or OPM, and appoint one of the 3 candidates interviewed. The board voted and approved to follow the rankings by beginning discussions with Compass, then PMA, and CBRE Harry being the 3rd option if the first 2 failed to reach an agreement. The middle school building committee's next meeting will take place in the coming weeks. On Tuesday, the town continued their Back to Business forums for the business and restaurant owners of Norwood. Segal Reese began the meeting with a PowerPoint that provided attendees with information on the state's reopening phases. Following that, Travis Farley spoke about the uses of the town parks and open space. Then Assistant Town Planner Pat DeShane announced a new plan that the town is working on to allow people to enjoy outdoor space downtown.
Kind of going hand in hand with the outdoor dining regulations that we put forward is an additional option of potential street closures. One of which is the closing of a portion of Central Street between Cottage and Nahattan. If you're familiar, it's the portion of Central right in front of Norwood Theater. This is a pretty inventive measure that we see throughout communities in the United States as a way to create place and a sense of gathering. And under normal circumstances, that's a great opportunity to bring people together. Obviously, with the current pandemic and the ongoing situation we have, this also enables us to provide extra communal seating options for anyone that would patronize a restaurant within our downtown, or even wants to take a walk within our downtown and be at the Commons. So this is it's a great opportunity that we're looking to conduct on a temporary basis throughout the weekend, and it's throughout the weekends of the summer. So it's currently ongoing. I know Travis Farley from the rec department has had a big hand in it as well, procuring the necessary equipment to conduct this. So we're looking forward to having this be something that serves a great purpose in an emergency basis, but maybe something that we could also take moving forward once we return to normalcy, and we can have this be as it was intended to be, which is a sense of creating place. So definitely definitely excited to see how this plays out throughout the summer.
To end the meeting, Joe Collins discussed the Norwood Fund and the Mustang Food Pantry, then Paul Halkiotis fielded questions. Tuesday night, the Library Board of Trustees met and began their meeting with a realigning of their board. After a brief discussion, members of the board appointed, voted, and approved John Hall to be the next chairman of the Library Board of Trustees. Later in the meeting, the board discussed the amazing job that the library staff is doing to continue to provide services to the residents of Norwood.
The minutes for the last meeting, Casey accurately recorded my praise for Charlotte and Lydia for the development of the plan. The minutes for this meeting will show Ms. O'Leary's appreciation for the implementation of the plan. But I'm wondering whether it might not be good for the record to have a board motion so we're all on record as having the appreciation for what was done. And I will so move.
Second.
No, definitely.
I think that this one we can get away without the roll call. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank
Very
you.
good.
To end the meeting, Director of the Library, Charlotte Kennelly, had an announcement for the board.
I sent a letter at 6:30. Probably people don't have a copy of it, but I wanted to make sure that the letter was sent so that the general manager had a copy of it tonight at the time of the board meeting, along with the board. And Sarah has a copy, I believe. And everyone should have one in their email, but I did confer with Sarah and with John before I sent the letter so that they would know that it was coming. And that is a letter that I intend to resign on January 30th, 2021, which is 7.5 months from now. So it's official.
The board then discussed the early steps they will need to take to eventually fill the role of library director. The Library Board of Trustees will meet again in September. Wednesday night, the Community Preservation Committee began their meeting with a reorganization of the board. After a brief discussion, Peter McFarland was appointed and approved as the new chairman of the committee. Cheryl Doyle was appointed as vice chair, and John Apria was appointed treasurer. Following the reorganization, the committee discussed the meeting timeline for the remainder of the year and what they need to do to prepare for the fall town meeting. The meeting concluded with a discussion about the pre-approval process for the CPC applications. The Community Preservation Committee will meet again in July. The Cultural Council met briefly Thursday night with 4 items on their agenda. To begin the meeting, the council discussed the Treasury update, then went into MCC updates. Following the updates, the council discussed the possibility of Art Week in 2021. The next Cultural Council meeting will be in the following weeks. To watch complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government channel or watch it on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org.